Here when Krishna is talking about Satvika and Rajasika, so Rajasika is for only Sajjana here. And
what do you mean? Rajasika is only for?
no, not Rajasika. Satvika is for Sajjana only here.
Only for Sajjana means what?
The Satvika Guna.
Does Satvika Guna leads to Sajjana?
Yeah, he is delineating the attitudes with which karma is done. And so he wants everybody to become a Sajjana. So we are not trying to bracket the world into three types of people and say, here are Sajjanas and here are Durjanas. Like that, we're not saying. Everything is meant for us only. Everything is meant for us. So if there is room for me to improve my attitudes, improve my knowledge about karma, about what I do and how I do things, then now is the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. That's what he's saying. So earlier, last class, he's talked about Sattvika Jnanam and Tamasika Jnanam. He talked. So it's very interesting because his only basis was Paravidya, Brahma Vidya, Atma Vidya. So anything that is taking me towards Atma Vidya is Sattvika Jnanam. Everything else is going to fall in the other two categories. So that's very interesting way of looking at it. So which means he's asking us to move from this material world. All our progress these days, when they say America is a progressive country, etc., is based on the material aspect. What is glittering aspect. But Krishna is saying you got to move out of that idea. And so that's what I get from this.
And also, is it para and apara here? Is it like paroksha and aparoksha?
So no, no. So Paravidya and Aparavidya. Paravidya is knowledge of the self. Aparavidya is anything other than the self. So science falls into the category of Aparavidya because it doesn't talk about the self. It's about everything other than the self. And so that's the distinction between Paravidya and Aparavidya. Okay. Now, you said Paroksha and Aparoksha. So, Paroksha Ishvara and Aparoksha Ishvara. So that's very fine understanding of Ishvara, right? So if Ishvara that is located in a particular place becomes a Paroksha Ishvara. Swargastha Ishvara. Okay. That is called Paroksha Ishvara. And then what Vedanta says is Ishvara cannot be Paroksha. Ishvara cannot be Paroksha. If you make Ishvara as Paroksha, then Ishvara becomes limited. Cannot be Sarva Shaktiman. It has to be Ayaso is Alpa Shaktiman. Therefore, that is where that distinction comes. So now, if what we will say is, if you are talking about Paroksha Ishvara, I will put that study in which category? Paravidya category or Aparavidya category? Who wants to answer this question?
Aparavidya.
Aparavidya.
Correct. Aparavidya category.
Aparavidya category.
Too confusing, huh, Bhagyaji?
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, you can.
Moment you study, if you study,
challenging. Huh?
moment you start studying Ishvara, then it is Dvaitam.
So, see, Paroksha Ishvara means an Ishvara that's away from me, that's localized in some place. Okay, that's finite. That's an object of your perception. It's an object. Ishvara is an object. Object knowledge is science, we said. Science is object knowledge. Aparavidya is object knowledge. So now, I have made Ishvara into an object of my study. Therefore, Ishvara Vidya. Saguna Brahma Vidya also is Aparavidya. Paroksha Ishvara Vidya also is Aparavidya. Then what is Paravidya? Paravidya is Aparoksha Ishvara Vidya, Atma Vidya, Brahma Vidya, all identical. Only that will be called Paravidya.
It is little confusing here. Like aparoksha jnani is aparoksha, right?
Correct.
So if he is a jnani, then he is sajjana.
Oh, you are referring to Jnani as Sajjana. Oh, that is your,
Right.
oh, okay. Yeah, that's okay. These things, you can say Jnani, correct. So you can say, I didn't realize that you're implying the word Jnani to the word, when you said Sajjana. No, need not apply to a Jnani. It applies to a Jnani, all right. Jnani has Sattvika Jnanam, no doubt. But what about the others who are on the way? Then that Sattvika Jnana, is something I strive for. It becomes a goal for me. It becomes a goal for me. So yeah, you can say that. What you said is all right. Is he referring to a jnani there? Let's see if we can see. He's talking about tadvidhi satvik sarva bhuteshu yena ekam bhavam abhyayam ikshate avipaktam. Yeah, so he's talking about a jnani. Okay, he's talking about Brahma Vidya. Yaha ikshate also, one who sees all this. That's what he says. So it's a jnani. You're correct.
धन्यवाद.
Emaji.
Guruji, I came very late into the whole group, so many things I don't understand. So that Sangha Rahita and Raga Rahita, what is they're very distinct?
So you can make a distinction. Okay. Raga is a desire. Raga is desire. Sangha is dependence.
Dependence, not okay. Attachment.
That's why the word attachment is not that clear.
It's a little okay.
Dependence.
Okay. Then.
Okay, our life depends on a lot of things.
Okay.
You can't say I don't depend on anything. Nobody can say that. I depend on a lot of things because body requires a lot of things. Okay. But what about this buddhi? What about my idea of myself? My fulfillment is dependent on a lot of things. That is the question.
Okay. That's when you look at the English meaning, then it diverts you somewhere, and then they become.
I told you, that's why these meanings are translations are just for your guidance. That's all.
Okay. And that one more that prepsu and ipsu, that is praptum michuhu and aptum michuhu. Isn't it? Prepsu is praptum michuhu.
Prakarshena ipsuhu.
So prapnoti is prakarshena apnoti. I mean, that is how it starts, no? Pravupsarga.
Correct.
Almost meaning the same, but is there any difference?
Yeah.
Prapnoti, apnoti. That is how it starts.
There is the pra-upasarga gives purity to that process, gives the strength to that process. Apnoti, prakarshena apnoti, well gained.
Okay.
without any obstacles, well planned, gained after having planned well and executed well. How about all that? We should
Sannanta Rupam, isn't it? Of
which one is Anantaru?
Prepsuhu, Ipsuhu,
Okay.
Ichuhu.
Right. Sanantaru.
Sananta. Oh,
Correct.
San Pratim. Okay.
Followed by
And
followed by.
okay. And you were telling about the stress being passed on from elders to children. I understand it is even passed on to the pets.
Pets also. Okay.
Yes, I understand. I mean, because my son has a pet and all that. I mean, there's a lot of pet psychology. Nama psychology எனக்கு புரியல. So anyway, I just heard it in passing. So if we are disturbed, I think that is passed on to the pets also, I believe.
Yeah. So we have what is called what do they have for pets? They have behavior. They have discipline classes for pets. In America, there's a word for that. I'm forgetting it now. It's called obedience training for pets. How many of you know that?
Yeah. And they come back with a bow, some medal, something, or something like that. They go for obedience class and they get some reward for that.
You know, these men have figured out that you can't ask people to be obedient to you. So at least let's make pets obedient to us. Psychology. This is how psychology works. Haraji, please.
Mahodaya, recently I read in the WhatsApp group there is a 50% sale on Swamiji's books.
Oh.
And I want to know, can anybody like Narayan Mahodaya or somebody can tell me what are the books in Kannada? It has been translated. Can anybody tell me that?
Yeah. So
Haraji had given contact numbers there. In the poster, there are 2 contact numbers.
Okay.
Because it is only on Swamiji's books. So maybe it may be a good idea if you can call them up.
So for example, the Bhagavad Gita home study has been translated. The entire 9 volumes translated to Kannada. Okay. So that I know. And
I was particularly looking for Katha Upanishad.
So I think a call is what is required for this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will do that. Thank you. Dhanyavada.
If you are unable to do it from the US, you let me know. We'll get it done. Or there's an email too, Haraji. Narayan can send you that email address.
I will do that. I can also connect Shankar, right? AVRPT Chennai. Because the contact number given was not Shankar's, it was somebody else's. It was a lady's number they had given. I will send you the email, Haraji. Maybe you can drop them an email.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Namaste. So here, Krishna first talks about three distinctions or jnanam, sattvika, rajasika, tamasika first, jnanam, and then karma. So sattvika karma precedes jnanam, right? Karma precedes jnanam because karma.
Correct. Because karma gives antakarana shuddhi, then jnanam. So karma precedes jnanam.
I was just thinking, the 23rd verse, Sangha Rahitam. How do you split it? Sangha Rahitama Raga Dvesh. So Sangha Rahitam Araga.
Yes.
Araga. Okay. Oh, not. So it's easy to grasp karma, raga based karma, the dvesha-based karma needs a lot of attention. It needs more attention than raga, I think. Because it's in day-to-day interaction, when you're interacting with somebody, when there is a lot of negativity coming your way, it is so easy to slip and join or get angry. To remain neutral and let it pass, a lot of awareness is required. And I was just thinking, the problems that we take to learned people, there's so much of mundane things that we take. I have always wondered how they are able to, they're all gyanis, right? So they know the truth. And here we are talking about mundane things, but yet with so much of respect, they listen and they respond. It has to be this. This is, they have just owned this. Otherwise, it's not possible. Right?
Right?
Just,
They have to own it up. They have to live it. Acharya acharati, achinoti, swayam acharati. Teaches and swayam lives that kind of life. That's what is Acharya. Yeah. Yes, Meera, Narayan.
My question was regarding what Hemaji asked, Raga and Sangha. I mean, is it, can we classify Raga as the cause and Sangha as the effect?
Yeah, you might say that. See, what does Krishna say? Dhyayate vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate. He's saying, Dhyayate vishayan pumsaha sangasteshu upajayate. The more I think about something, then I develop a sangha to that thing. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. So he put sangha before kama.
Yeah, cause and effect is reversed here.
Reversed. Okay, so see, I'm just, we don't know what is cause, what is effect. Really speaking, it's all mixed up.
Yeah.
So
One
Sangat
leads to the other.
sanjayate kama, kamat krodha, etc. comes later on. So he put
And
sangha. He says,
that Sangha,
you
sorry.
get attached to something, quote unquote, even before you want it. Then want becomes, I want to acquire it. By then you know it already. Already mentally I'm attached to it. So sangat eva sanjayate kamaha. Yeah.
So that Bhajagovindam, that Satsangat, Satsangatve Nissangatvam, that Sangha is what? Same dependence?
Good. So satsanga, see, you have to have sangha with either undesirable things or desirable things. So here satsang, satam sangha. Yeah, you have to connect with satpurushas. That sangha is the only sangha which will remove you from sangha, which will free you from sangha. Binding sangha. That sangha is the only sangha which will free you from binding sangha.
The Nissangatvam, he says, and then Nissangatve, Nischalatattvam.
Nirmohatva.
Nirmohatva. Okay.
Nirmohatve nischalatattvam.
Nischalatam. Tattva Devan Mukti. Yes.
Yeah. Very interesting. Interesting shloka it is. Satsangatve nissangatve
Nissangatvam.
nirmohatve nischala tattve jivan bhuktihi.
Guruji, that Nissanga is by knowing, right? By Shravanam Mananam. Nissanga is knowing, knowingness.
Knowing. Only knowledge can make all this happen. Finally.
One
Initially,
more question. Yeah. One more question, Guruji. This Araga Dveshataha, what pratyaya is it? Because already Kritam is there as Araga Dveshataha.
Panchami, Tasil.
Panchami.
Oh, okay.
Panchami.
Tasil. Panchamyas Tasil.
Simple Panchami.
Just like part so, yeah, the Panchami.
Okay.
Get the meaning out of Panchami.
It's the cause for something like that. Due
Correct.
to which? Due to.
Correct. Correct.
Yeah.
And he says Panchamyas Tasil.
Mm.
Sorry, Tasil is the pratyaya. The Tasil is useful because you don't need it applies to every noun, regardless of gender. You don't have to worry. It is about Ramat and then Gitaya. You don't have to worry about all that.
No Vachana, no
Gita,
Linga, no Vachana.
Ramataha.
No Vachana, no Linga.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, stop. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantaraye Amrita Kalasha Hastaya Sarvamaya Vinashanaya Trailokyanathaye Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.